Good morning, everybody. My name's Christopher Weaver from Ascot Headshots, and I'm a facial expression coach and headshot photographer. And I specialize in doing headshots and business portraits. I don't do cats, I don't do pets, I don't do weddings, other family portraits, that sort of stuff. I just do headshots for people's LinkedIn profiles, for their websites, meet the team pages, that sort of thing. So, what do I mean by embrace your face? Well, unfortunately, you've only got one, and it's the one you're wearing. Now, you're all bringing it to an Omni meeting because I can see you all on Zoom. So why don't you want to get your headshot done? Well, these are some of the things I hear people say to me. Yeah, it's all right, but I don't like having my picture taken, or I'm not photogenic. These are the sort of things people say. Sometimes they're just excuses. Sometimes they are genuine fears. So I'm now going to show you some pictures of clients who are not photogenic, who don't like having their picture taken or are nervous in front of the camera. Now, no laughing, because these are people who do suffer from not liking their own picture. So this is an example of a nervous client. And, in her own words, she said she was nervous about having her headshots taken with me and what the results would be like. But she also says, I put her at ease, took some brilliant headshots. So thank you, Rachel, for that recommendation. Here's somebody else swore to me that she didn't like having her picture taken before I finally convinced her to get in front of the camera. Does that look to you like somebody who doesn't like having her picture taken? By the end of the session with her, she was owning that camera like it was her living. So again, great testimonial from Hannah. Those of you who are over in the sort of Henley High Wycombe area might know her. She used to be the Regis office manager in Henley. And finally, it isn't just the ladies I take pictures of, it's also men. And this gentleman didn't believe he was photogenic. What's wrong with that? So he admits he wasn't photogenic, didn't think he was photogenic, but I able to get a stunning headshot from him. So that's told you the sort of what I can do. But why do you need a headshot on LinkedIn? Well, you've heard Steve, you've heard Gareth tell you the importance of LinkedIn. And here's some interesting stats and information. Your profile image is the first thing potential clients, prospects, suppliers will see on LinkedIn. They are, your headshot is also, doesn't matter which social media platform you're using, your profile picture is your most viewed image on that platform. It is seen every time you like a post, every time you comment on a post, every time you share a post. There's a little version of your image up there. So you've got to make the most use of it. And remember, the smaller it is, the less detail you're going to see. So make sure you're actually in the picture and not sort of in the background of the picture. Here's an interesting stat. You are 14 times more likely to have the rest of your profile viewed if you have a profile image. If you don't, just think of all the people who are just going to pass you by, because they're just going to scroll straight past you. And that's unfortunate, because that's how we like to deal with people. We don't like to deal with coat hangers or whatever else you call them on LinkedIn. And finally, people make a split-second decision about other people based on their profile picture. So I'm just going to do a quick LinkedIn search. And imagine, for as you will, you've just inherited a huge chunk of money. Relative has died, passed you on a chunk of money. What are you going to do for it? Well, I better get myself a financial advisor. I've never had enough money really to have a financial advisor before. So you go off and you think, I know, so I'll search LinkedIn for a financial advisor. Now, I've happened to search an area in Manchester, just so I didn't embarrass anybody on the call. And let's just have a quick look through these and see if anything stands out to you. If you're scrolling through here, I mean, you know, this guy's standing there with Lewis Hamilton, but does that convince you to go and talk to him? Probably not. What about this guy? You're just going to go straight past him because he's not making a connection with you. This person, which one is it in the picture? Again, two people, you know. I think the only person I saw in here, maybe him, but you know, there's very few in there really maximizing their appeal to you. And that's really what embracing your face, particularly on LinkedIn, is all about. So for those who actually get to the point where they feel they need a headshot, I offer an unlimited headshot experience. And what do I mean by unlimited? Well, it's an unlimited shooting time with me. You book a morning or an afternoon, and we will shoot until we've got what you want to achieve out of that shoot. Now, I say it's unlimited. Generally, you know, we can be done in an hour, but you know, I'm there for up to 2.5 hours, really, if you need it. And in that time, you can have unlimited changes of outfit, accessories, that sort of thing. And I've had clients turn up who've wanted multiple images because they've got different websites because they've got multiple businesses and they want different personas for each of those businesses. And people sometimes just don't quite know what look they're looking for. So they'll bring multiple outfits and want to change that. So having an unlimited amount of time allows people to relax and to get into the flow and to actually start to enjoy getting their headshot taken. I'm not interested in getting people through the door as quick as possible. Snap, snap, there you go, off you go, job done. Don't know why I've been asked to join a breakout room. Right, so no preset number of images to be purchased. You only choose the ones you need. And I know a lot of other photographers will offer a package, you know, headshot package, come along, get 6 headshots, come along, get 3. Well, if you're trying different outfits and you're got different targets in mind for your pictures and you're thinking, actually, this is quite an investment. And the biggest investment is actually turning up. It's putting the effort into getting your hair done, putting the effort into maybe a few new clothes, whatever it is that you feel you need for that session. The biggest expense and investment is actually coming along. So you might actually decide once you see the images, actually, I'll have a few more because, you know, I could change that around in 6 months' time. I could actually put it up there on that other website, and you know, suddenly you start thinking of other places you can use your images. So images are purchased separately from the headshot session itself. So you can just buy the ones you need. And I'm not interested in selling you 20 pictures if you don't need 20 pictures. I'd rather you go away with one picture that you really love than having buyer's remorse because you feel compelled to buy a whole bunch of stuff you don't need. Throughout the whole experience whilst you're in front of the camera, you will get full coaching. That's facial expression coaching, posing coaching. We'll work together to find out which is your best side. Are you a lefty or are you a righty? 60% of people are lefties. And that's not your political persuasion or gentlemen, how you dress. It's which side of your face looks best for you. You'll get some pre-shoot hints and tips on how to prepare for your headshot session. Now that doesn't cover posing or anything like that because I much prefer to do that in front of the camera where I can see how you and the camera interact together. What this does include is things like, what should I be wearing? What should I be doing with my makeup, jewelry, that sort of thing. And I also operate out of a wide choice of shared office locations. So I currently shoot out of about 8 or 9 different locations from Weybridge all the way over to Henley, including Staines, Windsor, Bracknell, Farnborough, just to mention a few, Reading. Finally, a thing about the images. So images, we'll sit down together, socially distance across a couple of tables. You'll look at a big second monitor, and we can select the images at the end of the session, and that's a culling session. So I'll initially take out all the pictures of you with your eyes closed or looking the other way, that sort of thing, and then we'll just go through a culling process until we get down to the number of images you love. Each selected image comes as a retouched high resolution image suitable for print. But I also then provide you with a copy of that image that's web friendly in terms of its size, and even more friendly in terms of its actually the number of bytes it takes up. And finally, a square crop version of that image for dropping straight into your LinkedIn profile, positioned as I think is optimal for that image. Now they are retouched, so I do talk to you about what sort of retouching you require during that selection process. I've had people who've turned up in the morning and they've got a cold sore. No problem, take that out. That's something I can do quite easily in Photoshop. Another gentleman had suffered badly from what is it? How's it pronounced? Rosacea. So red lines in the skin. Was able to minimize those so they didn't stand out in the picture. Obviously, I'm not going to make you look like somebody you're not, although I could, but there's no point. You are who you are, and we all see you quite often on online these days. So there's no real hiding from who you are, but you still want to look your best. So that's me, Christopher Weaver, Ascot Headshots. Any questions?
Great. Thanks very much, Chris. Let's just go to gallery view. So, yeah, just 1 or 2 quick questions. Anyone got any wavy hands? Was that a question, Steve, or you just wanted to wave your hands?
No, I just wanted to wave my hands around a bit. No, all I wanted to do was reinforce what Chris has said about the importance of a good image on LinkedIn. He mentioned one thing. People take 7 seconds to decide whether they're going to look at your profile, and your picture is a great part of that. And if you've got a profile photo, you're 30 times more likely to be connected with it. There's just overwhelming stats. So get a good professional headshot photograph done. I've seen lots of headshot photographers. Chris, I've got to say, is the best I've seen. That's all I want to say.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, guys. Quick question from Dave, and then yep, off you go, Dave.
Wasn't a question, just to say I used Chris to get my headshot done. I was very lucky afterwards. He said to me I didn't need to get touched up, so I was quite happy with that. So, yeah, he did a great photo for me. Yeah.
And I saw a wavy hand from you, Rachel. As you were featured there, seems only right to let you.
Oh, I just wanted to just say thank you to Chris actually for the headshots, because they are amazing and they are some of the best photos I've ever had taken, and he did put me at ease, so it was fun. I was really nervous about it and how they were going to come out, so thank you. And I had a really good response on LinkedIn as well when I put them up, so thank you.
You did.
Okay, Billy, go for it, mate.
Yeah, I just want to endorse Chris. I mean, his work is absolutely outstanding, and I think the fact that he's a facial coach makes all the difference. So he really does relax people, and the product speaks for itself. It's outstanding.
Brilliant, great. Paul, do you want to chime? You're muted at the moment, mate. There you go.
Yeah, hi Chris. I thought that was really interesting. Thank you. I was just wondering if you do any environmental portraits. So you might come to someone's workplace and have a few kind of little gentle props or just
I'm happy
Yeah.
to discuss that with anybody who's, you know, I have worked in office environments and done office environments. I also take my whole mobile studio. So if you've got workspace and you've got people who would like photos taken, you want to save some travel time, I can come on site and do it.
Great, thank you.
Great. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for that, Chris. I'll stop the recording now.